So, what are your thoughts on this week's episode of Sisters? I know some persons are like me, mind blown. Like, what? Did I tell you guys that season 5 has been my favorite episode so far? I told you guys. Well, taking out season 2. Season 2 will forever be my favorite episode, but I mean season 5. Season 5 is all for the drama. Literally all for the drama. Hit me from the comments, guys. Tell me what you think about the episode. I can't really believe that Fatima has a whole 9-year-old. Like, I'm wondering if it's probably like a stepchild or something, or maybe they adopted a child or something. Like, I just can't see it's her being a whole mother and to say that she doesn't love the bastard. Maybe it's a stepchild or something. I'm not making any sense. No sense. Fatima, when did you have time to have a whole baby and not tell us? I mean, we would have been supportive. You had a whole baby and not tell us about the baby? Y'all think next week's episode Calvin and Maurice is gonna set up Q? I think that's what they're doing because Q is about to draw. I think they're trying to set him up so that they can get him arrested again. Yeah, you're so right. Like, if it's a case where it's her child, I think it's going to play on Zach's trauma because Zach's mother did leave him at that age as well. So to know that the person that you fall in love with is literally your mom because she's doing the same thing if she has a child. Like, she's going to leave a whole baby with somebody else and say you didn't like him. So it's like you're doing the same thing that my mother did. I totally agree. She'd be doing the same thing that Zach's mother did. That's what they're going to use to tie in the whole thing from into Zatima. Because remember, in Zatima, we're going to meet Zach's mom, we're going to meet Fatima's mom, we're going to explore their past. So maybe that's what they're using to put us into Zatima. Who's to tell? But I was really hoping that Tyler Perry would just leave Fatima's character the way it is, like to give her this dynamic of somebody who abandoned a child makes me question a lot because she's so calm about everything. She just goes with the flow with everything. She remember in I think it was season 3 or season 4 when she was saying to Zach that it seems like you're fertile and everybody has a baby, and she was like everybody except me. So is it a case where you do want a child but you don't want that one that you had 9 years ago? Like, it's not making sense. I feel like Tyler Perry should not give her that dynamic. Or maybe that's her flaw. I mean, because we see her as almost perfect. She goes with the flow with everything. Nothing really bothers her. She accepts Zach and his many kids and his many baby mamas. Maybe that's why she's so understanding to it. Maybe the fact that she has a child and she knows where the baby mothers are coming from. Maybe that could be the reason why she's so understanding. What you guys think? That could be it. Maybe that's the reason why she's so understanding. Because she has a child and left him with his father. So That could be the reason why she's so understanding and she doesn't have an issue with the Zach having so many kids. Hmm. I never really thought of it that way, but that could be a part of it too. I'm still sticking with I wish Tyler would leave the character alone. I don't know why he would want to give her that flaw. Like, give her something else. But a whole child that you don't care about, or to say that, oh, I don't like that little bastard, or I never liked that little bastard. I don't like that. Because if you don't like that one, what's it to say when you and Zach have a baby if you're not going to do the same thing? Like, that's going to be a fear of Zach's no. If it's a case where they're ever supposed to have a child together, it's going to be like, are you going to leave me like you left Joey with this one? You know, that's going to be something that's gonna play in his mind so often. Wondering if they're going to get Q caught up with pulling a gun on Maurice. Because there was a part where Maurice was telling Calvin, like, listen, I want to get him out of my life for good. I think they're going to set him up. I think that's the reason why Maurice went for his keys. Can you believe that Q? How is Q getting away with all of this crap that he keeps doing? Like, why is nobody caught on to him? Why hasn't he gotten caught with anything that he has been doing? How did he move all that stuff out of Maurice's house? Sofa, everything. Like, how? When? I should say when. He got the FBI in his pocket, remember? That's true. He does have, what's his name? Maybe he was like, maybe he said that, listen, I used to live here and I'm trying to move and have all this furniture and I need some help. Knowing Q, that's probably what he said. I have all this furniture and I need to move because I can't live there anymore. Yeah, that's why he gets away with a lot. That's true. Q moved everything out of my... I know that Marie is a person who's dramatic, but I don't like how he entered, like, when he came out and he didn't seem grateful like Sabrina did it, or even grateful to Calvin. Calvin has been busting his ass to try to get him out, not because he doesn't have the money, but he's like, so where's my African prince? And he wasn't grateful to see Calvin or Sabrina. He didn't even hug them. And they're busting their behind trying to get him out, and he's acting not grateful. Somebody have to get him. Yep. I think it's to the point. Remember that Q, his character has become a main character now, so he's going to be in season 6. I'm not sure how they're going to put him in season 6. I'm guessing they're trying to time into the show, and that's the reason why he has been getting away with so much, and he has been really saying anything. I think maybe that's the reason why he's been getting away with so much, because his character just put in as a part of the main characters, so they're trying to tie him to the show. What else happened? Listen, Sabrina and Bio. What do you Sabrina and Bio together? Sabrina and Bio together. I just can't see it. Sabrina and Bio together. Listen, Sabrina has too many issues to be with Bio. Bio seems like a person who knows what he wants and goes after what he wants and is secure. Sabrina is really iffy. Yeah, she absolutely has too much going on. She is iffy. Like, I don't see them together. I think it's going to be too much. I don't want to say drama because I don't think it's going to be drama. But there's going to be too much questions. Like Sabrina wants to know the answer to something, but she doesn't want to ask the question. I don't think Bayo is going to put up with that because Bayo seems like a straightforward person who would just say what's on his mind. And because look at the time when he was looking at Danny, right? He was like, she's absolutely beautiful. He just says what's on his mind. He just says what comes to mind. He's not holding back anything. Sabrina, on the other hand, she's iffy. She always in her head. She's always overthinking everything. So that's the reason why I say I don't see them together. Or maybe they could be together and it could be a good change for her. I still don't see her with Calvin though, because her with Calvin, that whole sexuality thing is always going to be an issue. It's never not going to be an issue. Because the moment Calvin does something that's iffy, or the moment Calvin does something that she has to question, it's going to come right back to square one. So her and Calvin, maybe she needs to stay single. At this point, all these ladies need to stay single, especially Danny. I've been avoiding the Danny subject, like literally been avoiding it. But let's talk about Danny. So based on what has she seen how Calvin stayed down? I don't know. Her and I think her and Calvin can be a thing. I would rather her with Calvin because I think Calvin is a type of person who would get her to like come out of her shell. Maya doesn't know how to handle all that. Calvin, on the other hand, Calvin can get her. Daddy don't want no love. Daddy don't want no love. Because this is the reason why season 5 has been one of my favorite seasons so far. We are getting to see so much behind the scenes of these characters, so much about their past, and we're getting to know so much more information about them. That's one of the reasons why season 5 has been one of my favorite seasons. So we're finding out that Danny, this whole hot girl summer that Danny is going through, it's not actually her first. Like she used to have them on rotation in college. I mean, it's not a bad thing because we have men that do it all the time. But as soon as women do it, it's looked on like, whoa, he's a hoe. But having them on rotation, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But when you, I keep on saying this, when you have a person that actually likes you, I keep saying it. Preston is a blank slate. He's not I'm not saying he's clueless. He's a blank slate. You know what I would do if I got a man who is a blank slate? I've just seen this comment. I wonder if Danny is pregnant. Danny pregnant? I don't think so. I don't think Danny is pregnant at all. Could never. Danny is not ready for a child. Absolutely not ready for a child. But Preston is a whole blank slate. Man, if I got a blank slate of a man, he would be bringing me roses every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. He would never be there at 10:01. He would be there every Tuesday at 10 o'clock with my roses. That's what Danny has. Danny has a blank slate of a man. Not clueless. I'm not saying he's clueless or stupid. I'm saying she has a blank slate. She has Preston to curve Preston the way how she wants. You know how when you find a guy that you truly like and he has these bad habits that you have to break him out of, like he wants to hide his phone or stuff like that, and then over time, you guys have conversation and then he stops hiding his phone, or he used to go out for hours and not call, and over time you have conversation, he stops doing that. Like that's what Danny has. Danny has Preston. Preston is really trying. Like, Preston likes her. And Preston, at this point, Preston doesn't know what to do. He's trying. He really is trying. Like, he's trying to make her jealous. He's trying to go that route. He's trying to go the proposal route. He's trying to just be there for her and not push her, not force her into anything. Like, he's trying so many ways, but Daddy just wants to have a hot girl someone. You see in this episode where Preston was like, another one, Daddy, really, another one. Like, she. I understand being scared of love because, I mean, once you've been hurt, that shit is not easy to get over. He really does love her. But I understand being hurt, but hurt to the point where you're self-sabotaging, that makes no sense. Because you're gonna look at it 2 years down the line or even a year down the line, you'll be like, damn, I really had a good guy and I pushed him away. She's not even giving this man a chance anymore. She just wants to have a hot girl summer. You would think after the whole incident with, what's his name? What's the name of the guy that beat her up again? I don't remember his name. But you would think after that incident that she would stop this whole hot girl summer thing. Like, she did not have to sleep with Q at all. She could have sent Q home. She was there talking to her vagina. She needs to talk to her brain. Because I don't think her coochie is the one that's making those decisions. Could never. Because the men that she's sleeping with, they are not all bad. Because, I mean, Q, really? Out of all the characters on the show, he's the one that wants to be with her the most. That's true. It's both. She could never be making these decisions with her with her coochie. Because, I mean, Q is not all that. I mean, he's not ugly, but I mean, he's not all that. And to think that Q was just so desperate. Being that desperate, something must be wrong. You would think that she would say that. Why are you so desperate? There's a difference between desperation and being that one. I think that is going to be her turning point. You know, they say, like, when you hit rock bottom, I think that's her rock bottom. She's never going to forget that. She's going to tell her grandkids about that. That was her last hot girl summer. That one is for the books. Like, honestly, I've been avoiding the topic because then it just pisses me off. Like, she just pisses me off. Yeah, she should have left Q alone. She should have left Q alone a long time ago. Q was not worth it. Q was not worth giving the coochie to. And I'm saying that loud and proud. Q was not worth it. Who else do we have to talk about? Let's talk about. Alright, so Zach is going to apologize to. Me too. Zach is going to try to apologize to Karen, and Karen is going to be in her feelings. She said that she's no longer signing the paper. Really? Really? You're gonna do that? I understand that you're upset about what happened, but we're gonna go back there again. I don't know. Karen likes to play games. I'm not into the game, but Karen likes to play games. Because 1 minute she's, oh, give me a hug and let's be all friendly and kumbaya. And the next minute is, that table pisses me off. And then the next minute she's, hate Zach. And the next minute she wants, she plays games. She's confusing. She's confusing me at this point. But let's talk about how it looks like Fatima has a whole 9-year-old child. Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry is just playing in our faces. he messed up. What people don't see is that Zach love Karen. Zach does love Karen. He really does. And I think up to now, even though he has a whole fiance, like that love is still there. You see the look on his face when he's trying to apologize. Like that was a genuine apology. Like he was really sorry. That's my thought. I don't think he is to a point where they're going to get back together, but he does love her. Listen, I keep saying it. That fight with Aaron, it was not about what he said that night. That fight was coming from season two. That anger, remember when he walked in that hotel room and saw them together? That's where that anger was coming from. That anger was from season two. That's not a no anger. That anger was from season two. He's been wanting to fight Aaron from then. And he just got the chance now. He's been wanting to fight him from season two. But listen, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, this Fatima and this baby. 9-year-old baby. I don't like that. In 3 weeks, I don't think we're going to, well, we're going to find out next week, hopefully. Because if he drags this until season 6, oh Lord. Are you guys excited for Zatima? I haven't paid for my BT Plus yet. I have to get on that. My BT Plus, can you believe my BT Plus expired like last month? I paid for the year and it expired last month and I didn't renew it. So I'm going to have to pay for it again. I have to do it before next week though. Can you believe Zatima is coming back? Right? I think it's time for us to see Karen with a belly. It's time for us to see Karen with a belly. Karen has been pregnant from season 3. We're at season 5. It cannot be just 6 days. Karen should be at least 6 months pregnant. It comes on the 13th. Is it the 13th or the 15th? I think it's the 15th. Zatima, I think it comes on the 15th. And I'll be definitely staying up to watch it. Listen, when the first season of Zatima came out, I was pregnant and I would like take naps in the evening and then wake up like 9 p.m. or sometimes 11 p.m. and then stay up from 11 p.m. until like 4. Or sometimes when I'll be extra tired, I would set an alarm for like 2 o'clock so that I would be up to watch it, because I know I could watch it in the morning, but it's just not as exciting. I want it when it drops. That's when I want to watch it. I watch it when it drops. So my BET Plus expired last month, so I'm gonna have to pay for it before the new season comes on. T Tucker, or is it J Tucker? J Tucker, thank you for keeping my company tonight. Listen, yes, the best way to watch it, you have to watch it when it drops. Can't wait until in the morning, because in the morning, I have to get up. I have to get my daughter ready for school. So I still wouldn't be able to watch it until like probably 11 a.m. That's after I do everything, all the running around that I have to do. I want to watch it when it drops. If it drops at 2, I'm setting my alarm for 2 and I'm getting up and I'm watching it. Yeah, this was fun. This is actually my first live. I've always said that I'm coming on live and I never reach. This is actually my first one. I'm gonna have to do this more often. I'm gonna start doing this every Wednesday. This is fun. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do it after the season finale and hopefully the premiere of Zatima. I can just shoot them alive after I watch it. Or maybe I will. I promise I'm going to try my best to do more lives, and I'm going to try to start posting more often. I've been slacking on posting. I've been slacking on posting, like, been using my baby as an excuse, but can't do it anymore. I promise I'll do more lives. Aaron living a double. Listen, Pastor John slash Aaron. Maybe John is his middle name. Who's to tell? Because I mean, have we really talked about any middle names on the show? Maybe John is his middle name, and that's what she calls him. I don't know what to think of this Aaron situation with this girl, but apparently they used to date because the girl is saying that she was telling Karen that, oh, he makes you feel like you're the only one, right? So apparently they used to date, or they've been dating or something, because she knows about him. Like, that's what Aaron does. Aaron makes you feel special. Remember, Karen has always been saying it, like, he's too perfect. I get it now, Karen. But now, I just hope you take the time to listen out to this man. I understand coming from him, it might sound shady, but I hope Karen comes off her high horse, takes her time, and listen to this man and hear him out and hear what he has to say about this girl and this whole John man. First time on your page. Oh, welcome and thank you. First time on my page. And I hope to see you again when I do my next live, or even just to watch my videos. Make sure you subscribe. That girl is pregnant with Aaron's baby. I mean, listen. Tell me this timeline thing is not working out. Because if we watch back those episodes, we see that she slept with Aaron the next day. Where is this 15th and 19th coming from? Like, if you watch the episode when she was in the closet with Zach, she was in the two-piece, the skirt and the top, right? And then she went home, she took a shower, she was in her robe. It was actually the day after, or maybe even the same night. If we go back and watch season 2, was it season 2? Is it season 2? Thank you for your subscription, Jay Tucker. If we go back and watch season 2 or 3, I can't remember. But if we go back, I think it's 3. If we go back and watch season 3, when she slept with Aaron, it was the day after. Like, she came home, she took a shower, she was in her robe, right? That was the night he came over and jumped. They didn't sleep together that night, but I think it was the day after that they slept together. So where is this 15th and 19th coming from? I did not see 4 whole days in between. I didn't see 4 whole days in between. Because remember, she slept with him the same night that Zach came home to Fatima. So it's like, remember, okay, follow now. Let's go through it. She slept with Zach. Let's say she slept with Zach on a Monday, right? That's when she was in the two-piece. She went home, took a shower, she was in the robe. That's the night he came over drunk. Then it was morning when Andy went to work and spoke to Fatima about the whole friendship thing. And then that same evening, she went to the wedding, the pop-up wedding that Gary did. And that same night, Zach came over to Fatima's. So it was like, it was the day after. It was the day after. So how did they get the 15th and the 19th as dates? Yes, she almost slept with him that day. No. Zach wasn't locked up for a few days. Not that time. It was not that time. Watch it again. The end of season 2 is when she slept with Zach, and she slept with Aaron in season 3. It was not 4 whole days. It was the day after. If we watch it, it was the day after, because it was the same day that Andy went to work the next day and spoke to Fatima. And Fatima was like, yeah, we're over and whatever, whatever. The dates are not matching. And listen, I don't understand how she's 4 weeks pregnant and Zach and Fatima have been living together for a whole, what, 2 months? Listen, we need to set a timeline because at this point, Karen is what, 3 years pregnant? She's about 3 years pregnant. That baby is 2. That baby needs to be born. If season 6 ends and she listen, nobody is that skinny where they don't have a baby bump. The fact that she's that skinny, she needs a damn bump. It's time. If season 6 comes around and she doesn't have a baby bump, but that's it. I'm stop watching Sisters and I'm just gonna watch Fatima. It's time for her to have a baby. And it's time for Fatima to get pregnant. Well, now I'm scared for Fatima to get pregnant because I don't want her to leave the baby with Zach. Right? I'm wondering if Zach is going to be... I know he's an emotional person already, but I'm wondering if he's going to want to be more around, like around her when she starts showing. Like he wants to experience the whole thing. You know, some men like to be around their woman when they're pregnant. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case with him. If he's going to want to be around to touch the belly, feel when the baby moves, all that good stuff. I don't think Zach is going to want to get Fatima pregnant anytime soon because I mean, the fact that if she really does have a 9-year-old and she left him, that's going to play on his mind. Like, what if she does the same thing? What if she does the same thing to me? So, I don't know. Jay Tucker, why do you see like you're not a you want to see Karen and Zach together? Don't say that. Don't say he looks at her different. Don't say that. But I mean, he got mad love for her. Like he absolutely loves her. Fatima even said it that girl has you by the balls. Or you better not. You better not want them together. We are Zatima fans over here. And Destin fans over here. If Danny will stop her hot girl summer shit, we would be Destin and Zatima fans. Guys, this was so much fun. I'm gonna have to do it again next week, but I have to run and leave you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm definitely gonna come back on live, guys. I promise I'm gonna come back. Turn on your post notification bell so that you can see when I post a new video. So I'm gonna see you guys another time. Thank you so much for joining my live. Bye, guys.